Hello my friends, welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. The next update hopefully is going to be coming in about a month, and we know for a fact that we're going to be getting Daisy Duck and potentially a whole new update for the Eternity Isle expansion. We're definitely getting a new Lucky Villager and continuation of the main story of Eternity Isle, so cannot wait for that. But there is also a chance that we are going to get some additional features or quality of life changes coming in the next update. And in this video, I wanted to talk about what are my most wanted features for the next update. And not just mine, but also I asked our entire community what things do they want to see come in the next update. And in this video, we're going to share the most popular ideas, and let's hope that developers will potentially see it and bring it in the next update, in addition to all of the main content that we already know about. Another thing that we know for a fact is that your internet privacy is very important. That's exactly why I want to tell you about the Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Have you ever tried putting your full name in Google? You will be surprised, but your full name, your email, your address, even your relatives' names and your health records are most likely available online for everyone to see. There is lots of data brokers out there who will sell your private information to scammers, spammers, or other people who might not have your best interests at heart. When I first Googled myself, I was absolutely shocked how much of my private information was available online. I've been using Aura for over 6 months now, and in all the time, Aura managed to remove my public information from most of those websites by submitting the opt-out requests to all known data brokers. I have also noticed a huge reduction in spam calls that I was receiving. Before using Aura, I would get probably 2-3 spam calls every single day. Now it's maybe a couple of months on a bad month. And there is so much more that Aura does for you. You get an antivirus, VPN, password manager, parental control, identity theft protection, and lots of other features all inside one app. Super easy to set up and at a very affordable price. By the way, true story, just a few days ago, I learned that one of my close relatives was a victim of identity theft. Somebody ordered a credit card using their full name, address, and social security number. It's actually a very common scam. People will open a credit card in your name, then will steal it from your mailbox when it gets delivered, and then go and purchase a bunch of stuff, and you will be stuck with a bill. And if you have Aura, you will know in minutes when somebody tries to do anything malicious with your personal information. Aura constantly monitors the activity on your credit report, and as soon as something happens, any changes at all, you will be notified immediately and you'll be able to take appropriate action as soon as it happens, which can potentially save you lots of time and money in the future. I've been using Aura myself for over 6 months now, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. So if you want to stop data brokers from exposing your personal information online, go to aura.com/starandsky. I'm gonna post the link in the description. You can start your free 2-week trial today. Thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring this video. Let's go back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Alright, so a few days ago, I made a post on my community wall on YouTube. What is #1 feature quality of life change you want to see in the next game update? And I have a couple of mine, and let me be honest, every single feature that I had in mind, you guys said as well, and it got very high amount of upvotes. So let's just go through them, and I'm gonna tell you if I feel like that is a good change that should definitely come into Disney Dreamlight Valley. A menu tab telling us how many chests and their color are available in which biomes or island. Because yes, with Eternity Isle, it takes a while every day to just browse through both environments looking for the bestie blue chest. And I'd also like to know if I missed a chest stuck in environmental or something. Love it! Now, there is a lot of comments about the blue chests, and some people say that potentially they should be marked on the map, which is one way to do it. I feel like that might be a little bit too obvious. I actually like this solution to show which biome it's in. So you still have to find it, but at least you know for a fact where to look. So this way, if you can't find it, but you see that it's in that biome, it probably means that it's hiding somewhere, so you have to move stuff around and see it there, because otherwise you can just glance over the area, never see it, and then spend hours trying to find the final chest. And also knowing exactly how many are on the map right now, it would be extremely helpful. Also, imagine if we get more expansions in the future, more DLCs with more areas, with more ginormous islands to explore. And if the blue chest can spawn in either of them, if we have 2, it's already hard. 3 would be absolutely insane to look through the entire areas to try to find 1 blue chest. So I feel like it's pretty much inevitable for them to release this feature at one point or another to make it easier to find blue or green chests. Especially if they release another paid DLC with another island. So I totally stand behind this feature, and it was definitely in my top 5 most wanted features for the next update. So you nailed it. Number 2, I'd like to be able to turn off the spawning of flowers and sticks. I will add to this. This was one of my most requested features for a couple updates now. It would be so nice to be able to turn off any kinds of spawning on the biome basis. For example, you have your favorite biome. For me, it's probably going to be meadow. I spent a long time decorating it, so I don't want any night thorns, any rocks, any holes, any sticks, anything to spawn. I want it to be in exactly the same state every single day. But let's say I run out of flowers that spawn on that biome, or run out of spices that spawn in that biome. Then I can just go into the menu and toggle it back so they can start spawning again, so I can collect enough and then turn it off again to, once again, to freeze my biome in an exact state, so I don't have to worry about it looking like a mess if I don't clean it for a couple of days. Now, I know a lot of people will say that, but we have vacuums now, so that solves the problem. Well, imagine you have your full valley decorated, and you have a vacuum in every biome. In order to clean your valley, you're actually going to have to go to every single biome, and then click on every single vacuum, and then take everything into your inventory. So then you would have to go to your storage system and sort out all of the stuff that you just got from night thorns, the sticks, the spices, most of which you don't even need. So you might have to go sell it. That means that you will have to maintain empty inventory all of the time if you want to be able to clean up all the garbage. It is a solution, but it's not an ideal solution. Also, the vacuums don't help with rocks or holes that are spawning, or any kind of obstacles, which in my opinion are even more annoying than random stuff that just drops like sticks or flowers. My god, okay, this is the most upvoted comment in this whole thing. I'd really like to be able to have a search bar in recipes, clothes, and furniture. It would be so nice to sort recipes by stars for quests or star paths. Thank you! Search bar was my #1 requested feature, and I see it all the time. I feel like the Scrooge store issues were overtaking the search bar issue. Everybody was complaining about Scrooge store, but now there is no more complaining about Scrooge store. The Scrooge store is now very good. So congratulations, good job, Gameloft. You fixed it. Now the next biggest thing, in my personal opinion, the thing that everybody wants, everybody. I haven't seen anybody say, nah, we don't need search bar. It's fine. It would, sometimes you just want to find a certain item and you don't know exactly what collection it's in. And it's just so much easier to just have a search bar where you just type a word. That makes it much easier to find it. Or type a recipe, like start typing a recipe and it will pop up in the recipe screen. Or in the outfits, you just want to see all, I don't know, all of the wings. There's no way to sort by wings, but if you type a wing, it's just gonna show you all the wings. With furniture, you can type armchair, and if you don't want to scroll through your entire seating collection, you can just see the armchairs. Or if you know the name of the specific item that is very difficult to find, for example, rocky terrain, it's always incredibly hard to find. So I would love to be able to type rock and just click on the rock rug. This is, in my opinion, the next big feature that they have to implement, potentially even in the next update, because it's literally everybody wants this. So if you're looking for one quality of life change you're going to do in the next update, please choose search bars. It's also extremely easy to implement. I have a developing experience, and making a search bar for a list of items is probably the easiest thing you can implement in the game. I do see people requesting the grid placement for objects. Drives me nuts when I can't center something. I agree. It would be nice to see it eventually, but I feel like it's going to be very difficult to implement because the current grid system just does not allow placing objects at an angle or in any smaller kind of grid, so it's going to cause some issues. I feel like they should figure out all of the current bugs and issues and optimize the game so it works perfectly with the current grid, and then when everything is working properly, then they can try to make the grid more complex. Because I feel like if they try to do this right now, it's just going to completely break the game for half of the players. Camera update. Thank you. This was number 2 of my most requested features, and I'm glad seeing that it's getting a lot of upvotes. I feel like Dream Snaps is quite popular. I wouldn't say... definitely not everybody who plays Disney Dreamlight Valley is into Dream Snaps, but I feel like a lot of people are. And I feel like if we had a better camera mode, even more people would be interested in Dream Snaps. Because right now, I see so many complaints of people not being able to do what they want in Dream Snaps, and it potentially decreases their motivation to do anything. So, camera update, I feel like considering how big Dream Snaps become, we absolutely need more filters, better camera angle manipulation. I would love to be able to do the same things in a camera mode with a camera that I can do in a free mode. We gotta get more options. We gotta get more character poses. We gotta add sitting poses. We gotta allow us to use our accessories in the Dream Snaps, otherwise nobody's gonna buy them. More expressions. Potentially ability to freeze critters in certain poses, in certain positions, or villagers. I feel like that would make Dream Snaps so much more popular. But on the other hand, are they gonna do this because maybe they don't want Dream Snaps to be more popular? Because if Dream Snaps become more popular, that means more people are gonna be getting free Moonstones instead of buying them. So I don't know, maybe they're not gonna do this just because potentially it could cost them some profits in the future. I don't know. I still hope they do it though. When in Remy's, have an icon when selecting dishes that show what the customers want. I never remember. Yes! Just like you mark quest dishes when you cook at Remy's, mark the current orders so we can see the face of the character near the recipe that requests the dish. That would be... I haven't even thought about it, but now it's my top 5 wanted feature. That would make Star Path tasks so much easier. Move ponds to where I want to put them to make the biomes look the way I want them. That is an interesting idea. I wonder if there is any repercussions. If there is any repercussions with doing that. Like, can it break anything potentially? I don't think it would. I don't see why shouldn't they allow us to do that. That would be awesome. Also, I see a lot of people asking for the Skull Rock story continuation so we can finally potentially gain Forgotten as a villager and also explore the Skull Rock. They gotta bring it in the next update. We've been waiting for a long time already. Bigger item limit for Switch players. Absolutely. I feel like everybody should have at least 6,000. And if we are getting extra items for Switch players, can we get a couple extra thousand for PC players as well? Why not? I'm so greedy. I'd like more features added to multiplayer for more cooperative play. Yeah, I agree. I feel like right now the only use of multiplayer is to farm the glitch shards or share your Scrooge store with somebody. There is just nothing else to do together except those two things. And it's fine. They did say that it was like the multiplayer was gonna evolve and get better with next future updates. So hopefully the next update is that future update that's gonna add more features into the multiplayer. Be able to save photos and hang them in your house. I have never thought of that, and that is such a cool idea. We could have custom art. And we could potentially even have our dream snaps saved and hanged in the photo like a little room of dream snaps. That would be so cool. That's a good idea. All right, guys, these were the most requested features by me and the community for the next update in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Like the first 3 probably got 90% of all the votes. Like literally the most important things are search bar, turning off spawning, and better camera mode. Those 3 were in every other comment. So I feel like you developers definitely are aware of this, and hopefully they're going to keep delivering the quality of life changes that this community is actually asking for. So far, they've been doing pretty good with this. We've got a lot of quality of life changes that community asked for. So let's get our voice heard one more time. And thank you so much for watching. And huge thanks for Aura for sponsoring this video. It actually helps to give me that peace of mind in the current world where the scams are so prevalent and everywhere. It's nice to have Aura in your corner to help protect your privacy. Thank you for watching. Huge thanks to all of our supporters. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you for all the voters as well, all the comments. I hope that this video is going to be seen by developers, or at least I see these suggestions everywhere on the social media, on Reddit, people making their voices heard, and they seem to be listening. So I feel like there is a good chance we're gonna get at least one of these features that we talked about in this video in the next update. If I were to guess, if I were to predict one feature that we're going to get in the next update, is going to be search bars. I feel like it's going to be so easy to implement, and it's so heavily requested. It's pretty much as heavily requested as the Scrooge Shop fixes was everywhere. So I don't think they can ignore it much longer. So my bet is we're getting search bar in the next update. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Thank you for watching. A wonderful day, and goodbye.